Hi, welcome back. So we're working on the tilt front end for the 56 wagon. I'm going to take this bar and I'm going to weld it across here. I've got to figure out where I'm going to cut it, of course, but I'm going to weld it to these plates. And then once I have this welded in, I'll go from here down to the frame for my hinge. So that's how I'm going to do that. It's really hard to do. So I've got my bar. I've trimmed it on each side a couple times on the belt sander. And I just want to say a little trick I learned. Whenever I'm trying to shave a piece like this that's not, straight, it's got a curve on each end. So I want to take the same amount off of each side. What I'll do, I was using a belt sander in this case, but I'll cove an edge here, and then I'll cove an edge on this side, and then I'll take the cove out, if that makes sense. So I'll make a 45, let's say, on this end with the belt sander, so it'll be like, an 1/8, maybe a little bit more. It kind of depends on how much you cove it, but I'll do the same on this side, and then I'll sand this back past the cove or before the cove, on the same on each side. It works really well, especially when you're trying to get something to fit like this. So let's see how we did. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I already tried this. It worked. It's hot. Well, this is going to be a pleasure to put back in. But that's what hammers are for. I've got this pretty good size gap down here on the bottom. I'm going to just fill that with weld. It's, I don't know, pinky thumb thick. I just bump around and then I'll run a line and then I'll just keep filling in. I don't try and weld, just kind of like tack. When it gets real bright, you stop. Well, there we have it. We got our bar in. It's connected, it's solid. I'll still run a piece off of this bar up like mid hood section to that bracket that is bolted to the seam. And then this is going to come down and hit a hinge right here. And then if I want it to, this could be its resting point, which that would be probably further than I want it to tilt. So I could just have a block or a bumper here that this would just rest on. That way I don't have a chain, I don't have gas shocks, but I'll just pivot it right off of here. So there you have it. This bar is in. This tilt front end thing is slow going. Thank you for hanging in there. I really appreciate it. We'll keep chipping away.